Everybody, now this 1v1 came about through a little bit of beef in the Stunt Racing or Champions League chat, I can't quite remember which one, but Esco, to try and settle the matter, did offer a 1v1 out to Snail. Snail has accepted. Esco has just launched into the playlist, so Snail, your invite will be coming out shortly. I'm just going to turn your voices off stream because you're not on. Not spectating. Audio sharing options, share party audio. There we go. Snail has been invited. It's alright, Snail's joining. You can launch it nice and quick and all. I'm just doing it now. Just sharing the stream. Thank you all for tuning in. I will be in the comments in a minute to have a little look through, say hello to the ones that have popped in already. Just going to share it around a couple of groups we've got, and we shall be just about good to go on the lads. Snail is here. Yeah, I am good to go basically on you guys. And yeah. So, yeah, we've got some viewers tuning in already. Again, thank you all for coming by. I'm just coming into live chat. Is this the right chat? No. Who does? Who? Who? Stream it then, Tyrese. Stream it. Stream it then. I can't because I've just been asked to do this one, obviously, but. So yeah, you can see the timer is going down. Hey Diego, this is the 1v1 that was sort of pro-offered earlier. We've got Cyrod, my dude in chat. I'm very well, I hope you are too. Tunsa, Andy, Aldo and Rezkio. Hello Sick as well, good day to you mate, good day. Top of the morning to you, as you say when you enter the party. Or if that was in Mobbin's text speech that Jack then reads, that'd be top of the morning, ladies. That was what you thought Mobbin said. And here we go, 4 seconds left. Now again, there's a few more viewers in. It's a lot of you will have seen what went down in the chat earlier. This is to settle said beef. Esco offered the 1v1 rather than trying to carry on, and Snail accepted. Although Snail did again bring up putting the thing down in the ashtray. We will swap on Snail with him being in second place. Esco did just say that all of Snail's tracks really are up first and then on to his. Yep, catch you later, Sip, my man. Esco missed the bull ride. Jojo saying go Snail go. Yeah, he's off to bed. Snail, nice and tidy. No, he's got stuff to do. He didn't say he was off to bed. He said something's come up. He's got to go do something. A Snail, nice and clean over the jump. Stick with Snail through the wall ride and stuff. Check out the barrier ride and see what goes on. Snail avoiding the wall ride, and he's going to carefully. So there was just in the Stunt Racing or the Champions League chat, there was a little bit of beefy messaging between the two. And Esco, rather than trying to let it carry on in the chat, was just pro-offered a beef settling 1v1. Snail heads into the first wall ride, really nice and clean, catches himself with just a little slide, and after the wall ride from Esco, we will flick back as he comes round the corner. He's straightened up, try and flick back just as he's going over the jump rather than... There we go, perfect timing. But you can see Snail there just going over the jump. Esco has closed up some time since the mistake on the wall ride. He's heading through. Now, a little piece of interest. Now you will see at the end that on the side of the car there is a little hint. There has been some slight development, and Esco has joined us in pros. Esco nice and tidy around the corners. Snail with a 126.902. We're going to see what Esco gets here. 126.387. Esco, Snail just around the wall ride. But Snail's had to reset, and that has allowed Esco to retake first with a really clean wall ride there. Esco nice and happy. You hear the little... Well, no, you guys won't hear it, so I'll leave it where it is. Yeah. Tyrese versus Leo is just about to happen. I think he's just posted his stream in chat, so I will quickly copy and paste that into mine so you can keep your eyes open and on that as well. But yeah, Tyrese is about to do his second playlist with Leo. And unless Obi-Wan gets in touch, nice wall ride from Esco there, very nice. And unless Obi-Wan and Mugging You get in touch with their opponents, there will be no more matches played for this round, and we will be figuring out some sort of workaround for the people that have dropped out and stuff. Esco crosses the line nicely in first place. Managed to catch up enough time after his mistake on the wall ride the first lap round to capitalise on Snail's. Snail maybe Should have played it a little bit riskier in going for the second wall ride, and that may have bought him enough time. But the 125.019 from Esco, very nice lap time. Snail's lap time as well is much below mine. I did finally hit, I believe I did hit a flat 29 earlier. I'm sure it was earlier this afternoon. But yeah, so Snail is still a good 3 seconds a lap faster than me, so a very impressive lap time at the 25. Very nice. And I am now just posting this in the chat. Sorry for the slight delay, just took a while for me to copy and paste. Yep, that's the match that is going on right now. Leo Geo versus Tyrese. We are heading into Trench 2. Now, we have seen Snail has been hot lapping this track a lot, been pushing for 55s, I believe 56s. He is wanting to get a little bit time caught up on Fern. But yeah, you can see both guys with the Pros logo. Again, Esco is now with us in Pros. He'll swap to Esco, nice brake boosting. And Esco again, looked like Snail matched it ahead. Nice clean tube exit from both. Snail slightly getting the 4 wheels a bit leveler to get a bit better drive away. Now, Esco's now keeping pace again. Yeah, that was what I was just saying, Mobbin. His Snail has been pushing into the 55s, and I know he's regularly getting 56s now. Been hot lapping this track, and we see a first lap of a 1 minute .878 to a 102.395 from Esco. Then a slight hit off the wall will have cost a bit more time. But a little bit heavy on the curve from Esco just causes him to get up on 2 wheels slightly in a bit of air time. But Esco has, as host, put Snail's 4 tracks first, and then Esco's 4 tracks for second. Nicely past stop sign there. And again, if there is anybody new in the chat, do feel free to say hello. Always willing to have a new little bit of chat with people. And a 59.616 to a 1 minute .895 from Esco. Snail has extended his lead by another second or so. But Esco did well to catch back the time up after the heavy wall hit and the swerve around. Yeah, he is. He's got, I did say that he is looking to catch up and maybe pass Fern for the world records on this. And again, with the Go Snail Go from Jojo, nice to see you in my chat, Joe. And Snail is going to take first place, but Esco is going to have a nice lap time there. He gained a nice amount of time. He saw a 58 from Snail as his fastest lap, but Esco did close up. Yeah, he got a 57.524 from Esco, closing the gap down by a second on the final lap, which is why we saw Snail a bit closer there at the end. Esco did get the fastest lap from Snail. Go, S-Bot Go from Diego in chat. Hello, my man. Showing a little bit. It's like we have all been in parties together regularly recently. It has been encouraging us all to push a little bit harder to our improvement there. Okay, the playlist has shuffled itself, but even still, even if it has shuffled itself slightly, the fact that two of Snail's tracks were first, that will have hopefully got rid of the host advantage a little bit. Because that is why Esco had planned to have Snail's tracks first, just to allow him to have the home-ish advantage for the first 4 tracks. And Diego just making sure that it is reinforced positively, but really, Esco, let's go, you got this. Esco, let's go! Now, personally, I've got no bad blood with Snail, so I'm not wishing him any bad harm, but I have got a good friendship forming with Esco, so I don't want to see him get upset with himself if he makes any mistakes. So I do want him to be nice and clean so he can be happy with his performance, and then if Snail's able to beat him, he won't be too unhappy if he's not fucked up, if that makes any sense. So that's the way I'd like it to go. Do you know what I mean? I'd just like it to be a nice clean race, not too many mistakes to decide it, and that is what we're seeing so far. There's just been the one mistake from each, and Esco was able to catch up enough time to capitalise then on the mistake from Snail. So that's the type of battling we like to see, rather than it all being decided by people getting unhappy and frustrated with their performance. Esco will be happy that he got some good clean laps, as will Snail on trench 2. Duel. Esco, you can see that his car ever so slightly pulling away as he maintained higher revs, but Snail, carrying a bit more speed through the first 2 corners there, has pulled level and just ahead. And Esco did miss the booster as well, losing a bit of time, but very clean tube line from Esco is pulling back pace. He's got himself back up to speed, and he did gain back a little bit of time later on the brakes, and that's pulled him right up behind Snail. Both avoiding the early risky ramp skip wisely. I can't get the camera to flick like I do in game, I'm trying. But Esco again, with the clean tube line, has pulled ahead. Snail so cleanly through the stop strips though, retook the position, good mid-drive boost though from Esco, back into first. Incredibly tight fight. Snail with the tighter line through the corners, but Esco maintaining higher revs and able to keep them higher off the curves, allowing him to keep top speed with the extra little bit of boost. Oh, a little bit of bricking, tiny little bit of catching on the tube from Snail cost a little bit of time. Esco looked like he got a bit of bricking at the bottom of the ramp, handled it well. Front 2 tyres looked like they've raised off the ground slightly ahead of Snail, and Snail closed in a little bit of time. That we have seen a 2:15.571 to a 2:16.606 from Snail. Esco shattering my best lap time with his first. Snail, I believe, yeah, he has just beaten it too. Right, F's in chat for me there, boys. My best lap still not good enough to match up with a first lap. Not good to see, but brilliant to see at the same time. Esco again pulling a little bit of distance through the tubes as we see the first F from Andy. Thank you, Andy. Showing the respect to the death of my stunt racing career before our very eyes. Oh, and Snail, nicely nice lad, very nice. Gets the ramp skip, but Esco with the strong tube lines able to keep a good lead. It will have helped him shorten the amount of time lost. But at the moment, Snail, again, really clean through the stop strips. And I think he missed the mid-drive boost there. The car hung up a little bit too long. And a little side from Esco let on that there was a bit of a mistake, and that has allowed Snail to close a little bit of time. My control just decided to change to Esco itself, and we will now likely stick with Esco for this lap. We're going to have a look at these boost lines that are maybe a little touch quieter, just because he is in the party chat with me and I don't want to distract him too much. But we've seen that 215.571 to the 216.606, and it has been improved with the mistake. I heard it with the side, that was a 212.032, and then we've got 214.110, so big improvements from both, but Esco taking 3 seconds off. And you can see Snail just straightening up round the corner, has lost that time that he'd regained. This is, when I say that, this isn't me belittling Snail. I'm hugely respectful of both drivers. Even on their worst days I would struggle to beat them. But Esco showing his strengths on this track. And Esco feeling he's not even really getting there. And fluids, man, with how new you are, you're so going to get there, dude. Don't rush into it and don't worry about me being 15 seconds quicker yet. You're only a couple of seconds behind me on a few tracks and stuff already. Like, you've got a lot of potential behind you, lad. But thank you again for the effing chat for the death of my stunt racing career. Luckily I've got commentary to fall back onto. And we see Snail has made it down the hill nice and cleanly. Will probably got through the stop strips exceptionally clean again. We're going to watch the tube line from Esco, and then we're going to swap back to Snail. And have a little look. This will bring it 2-1. It all staying level where it stands. And we saw a 212.032 from Esco, so taking a little tiny bit more time off. I believe he did, just a touch, and didn't quite get to see as it loads out what the time was, but we will get to see the time boards in a minute. Esco has gone 2-1 up. Tyrese, what's the score in yours? It's 1-1. It is a tie in Tyrese versus Leo Geo. So again, I'm going to post that in the chat again. Do head over, say hello to Tyrese, wish him some luck. The last playlist was a tie after Tyrese went 2-0 down. Tyrese managed to bring it back, didn't succumb to the pressure. Tied it all up. Yeah, Tyrese was able to capitalise on getting a perfect tube exit from himself and a mistake on the tube exit on Raton from Leo Geo. What track did he tie it back up on? Okay, and Leo Geo took Big Drop, which was the first track, Tyrese levelling it back up on Raton. Yep. Clip the barrier. And we are on to Maze Bank. This is a track that I'm getting closer and closer to the more competitive times. I am at a 52, so I am hoping that that won't be broken first lap. But we'll see. Oh, and Snail! I will release that there was a little laugh from Esco there. He did enjoy that. Again, I will say that I wish no ill will to my crewmates here. But I can understand with the beef that did happen in chat, I can understand why Esco did enjoy that. Like, just to signify a little bit, he was being called out as a heavy stoner, basically insinuating that he couldn't race anymore, too high all the time. But Esco enjoying the fact that he's handling it well so far, so like, and again, this isn't me belittling Snail, I'm just putting a bit of context behind the little giggle and why I do have a slight rude smile on my face at Esco's giggle, because I can understand the satisfaction slightly. He was called out hard, he then answered it with a 1v1, but Snail with a nice clean bridge hit there, nice aggressive line through the tube. And Sick having a nice laugh as well, now he's got the context to the beef in chat. I'm guessing he can hear your laugh giggling away in his head there, Esco. But Esco is now going to be able to drive slightly within his abilities to limit any mistakes. I believe there was a sound of a little pin hit there, so Esco might want to be careful on the second lap round. Nice and cleanly through the tube this time by Snail, very tidy round the corner, and again another slight giggle from Esco as I mentioned the tube. As he relives, really nice little bash off. Snail, he got a couple too many brake boosts there and struggled to control the speed, and he did overshoot round the corner for the tube, so he's Esco with a heavy bash off the overpass, but he knows he's got some time to play with, and he recovered quickly, not losing all that much time, just his momentum, so it will cost up to a second in lost time maybe, but with the tube being where it was, he's back up to full speed, nice and quick. Nice clean lines through the tube. Very, very nicely done, Esco. Holding a nice lead. No, all the pins do look like they're up. It was just a lag sound. Oh, Esco getting really close to both the start line and then clipping off the barrier as he went past, squeezing through, shimmying up, really tight passageway. Very clean over the bumpy incline, little feathering of the throttle round the corner. We have seen a fastest lap of a 154.382 to a 202.136. Esco has got a nice lead at the moment. We are going to flip back to Snail momentarily. We'll do it now. Just so I can spread the YouTube live between everybody nice and evenly. Nice, clean jump there. Nice. He round the corner using that red wall to straighten himself out, and a nice brake boosted off the curves by Snail. He's gone left side, and he is chasing brake boost is what I'm assuming. I don't think I saw the flash of the brake lights there. Very nice, through the tube. So this is another one of Snail's tracks from what Esso just said. And it's 2-1 to Tyrese. Do head over and show some support. So I'm going to say to Tyrese initially, because he is my pros crewmate. But then if you are a supporter of Leo, head over. Leo as well may be streaming, but I've not got his channel with myself yet. Esco crossed the line with a 151 point. Just waiting for the leaderboard to come up, sorry. 151.711, but Snail with a 150.675, stealing the best lap away, but that was not enough, unfortunately, to make up for the earlier mistakes. And again, when I do say mistakes, it isn't me trying to undersell these drivers. They are much more skilled than I am. Well, they've reached that higher level already, and I am hoping to get somewhat closer. That does bring it to 3-2, or 3-1, sorry, to Esco, 4 tracks in. Again, if there is anybody new that hasn't yet said hello in my chat, and please do feel free to. This is Snail's final track. So Snail's 4 tracks were Duel, Trench 2, Maze Bank, and in the city. We've seen Wall Climb so far of Esco's selection. If Esco wins this, that would take it to 4-1, and it'd leave a hell of a lot of work left for Snail in the final 3 races. Again, I will point out and Esco putting in chat that he's going to have a quick smoke before more clapping, just letting that beef play out slightly more in the chat. As for job launches, I can hear the bubbly bubble. And Esco's ready. Esco's prepared. He's hitting. And now we do see that Esco does still have that ride license plate. I imagine that may change in the next couple of days, but we see that the crew tag again is now pros, having replaced the ride one. So I'm not on Snail with tried for a very aggressive exit. and it just looked like the car didn't quite get the grip required to pull it round aggressively enough. And again, Esco's slightly enjoying it, and again, just for the context, it is more to do with the beef in chat. A little bit of a rough entry into the jump skip there by Snail, but still quite clean and quite fast, really, just hung up ever so slightly, but got himself out of trouble quickly. We are going to swap on to Esco before the tube set, in the hope it will let us see the tube transition and such, but it's a long pause, and we do get to see him hit the tube nice and clean, and that's a nice approach into the tube there from Esco. Hey Silver, my man. He's Silver, head over, click that link just above, head over to Tyrese quickly. I believe he's still on his final track at the moment. Sick with a GG Esco in chat as well. And Esco letting rip, sick with a GG to you already. His sick was, well, I'm not trying to sell anybody under a bridge, but he was giving Esco a little bit of smack talk in the party, saying he was going to struggle up against, like, hyping up Snail. And there we go, we see a little slide. Okay, I am going to skip off my YouTube stream for a moment, and I'm going to head over to Tyrese myself, as he is leading on spinner at the moment. Esco with a little bit of a rough entrance into the tube, but getting nice thick boost line and a nice tube exit there from Esco as well. Managed to make up for the little bit of lost time. Nice entry into the ramp skip past the tube there from Esco. We saw 230.184 from Esco to a 248.637 from Snail. Esco really beginning to enjoy himself. Nice line. You can barely see the correction from Esco. The car does just look like it's naturally sticking to its position. Tyrese has just entered his final lap, just not too long ago, like 5-10 seconds ago. Do head over and check him out. As we see Esco entering the final tube, we are going to head back to Snail and watch Snail through the final lap. You see Esco's time will be coming down in a minute or two to a 2:14.700. Very nice lap time there from Esco, taking 16 seconds off his slight mistakey lap himself. And Esco feeling he's on for a good lap. He must have got a nice clean tube exit there. And we see Snail come down to a 2:21.012. So Snail is going to be around 21 seconds behind at the moment. That could leave unless he manages to rein it in a little bit more, I'm in a bit of a tough position, potentially close to DNFing. We saw another clean exit there. He's going to have just flipped to Esco because he has said that he feels he's on for a nice lap, so I do want to show a nice, crisp, clean line. Nice, clean tube exit or entry there from Esco. And again, super nicely done. Tyrese has managed to hold his lead heading into the final tube. And this is oh, and Esco is feeling he's on for 210 maybe. So we're going to see. Oh, this is a tube I could do to learn a bit. Nice and high there, across the middle part of the tube. Just stay into the midline. No, he doesn't feel like he's got the boost and he's lost some time. So with that, before he crosses the line, we'll head over to Snail. And Snail did make a mistake on the tube exit, and realising that he was going to finish, has pulled up. Now, Tyrese, I believe, did manage to cross the line there in first. So do head over to his stream and wish him congratulations. He did take the second playlist 2-1. That gives Leo 1 point from the first playlist, as well as Tyrese, and then Tyrese takes the 3 from the second. So, wish my congratulations over to Tyrese, and my slight commiserations go to Leo. Yep, Toxic did win. Thank you, Silver. 6 has laughed my ass off, had to get Esco hyped, then saying that you didn't get the big tube boosts you needed. Your boy Official Tom with he walks the walk, talks the talk, respect to Esco man, fair play, and then Sick Nasty and smokes the smoke. As Esco has taken it 4-1. Esco is saying thank you very much, guys. I did just take the other voices off stream because there was other people playing different games and stuff like that. But Esco doesn't yet. We've not figured out what's quite wrong with his settings, but we'll work that out tomorrow. And exactly from Tom, and an XD smiley face from Sick. It's 4-1. It's 4-1 at the moment. And now it is on to Esco's last 3 tracks. He could still draw, but he needs to win 3 on a trot. And yeah, this isn't a tournament playlist, so yeah. So our non-tournament playlists are on points then, is that what I'm being told? Okay then, well. Because I won't say anything, but I did beat somebody on points when I was... I didn't even know I was going in for a 1v1, but it turned out it was a 1v1 against somebody last week, and I did win on points. I didn't even know what the rules were in mine. I just gave him the win on wins afterwards because I didn't know the rules. Yep. No. Yeah. Esco has also pulled out around a 1.5 second lead as well. Well, not quite a second, maybe a second. Hello, Jack. Hello. And I didn't say hello to you, Tom, but hello, mate. And Jake, your boy's just entered the chat. And we can hear Esco papping his horn. And Esco in for the wall ride. Gets it nice and clean. And that has pulled him a little bit more time away from Snail, who played. Again, in my opinion, I'd have done the same. Just, Esco a little bit rough off the wall, and that did cost him the time. But he is able to play about slightly for a track or two with the strong lead at 4-1. So he is able to take a lot bigger risks. And Tyrese is back in chat. Nice and tidy around the corner there from Snail. Let's have a look at the time. We see a 2:12.472. Now that is less than about half a second, just over half a second off my best lap time. That again, little F's in chat for me. Not great for the confidence. Would expect Snail to be 2 to 3 seconds quicker than me on this lap then, off the back of that. GG's to Toxic from 6 for his win in the 1v1 Champions League group stage. And hello Michelle, Jack will be looking forward to hearing from you very soon. He is in chat, or popping up in chat. He is playing Star Wars Battlefront at the moment. Oh, he's on Rainbow Six Siege, so a little bit of a wobble round the corner from Snail. It won't have cost him. Oh, Michelle's in chat, yeah. But you see, I'm a good wingman, Jake, your boy, saying nice racing Toxic. He clearly tuned into the stream a little as well. Kept his eye on you there. Jake offering some nice racing to Toxic. He'd obviously watched a bit of the stream of Toxic's. Esco does appear to have closed. I'm not sure if he's closed time, but he's already straightened up and coming over the jump behind Snail, and he's gone for the skip again. And unfortunately, it looked like the same mistake happened. And it also looked like Esco went a long way back on the reset. And Michelle asking, Jack, how are you doing today, my beauty? Things are getting quite heated between the two of them. I do like the fact that there's a little bit of love developing on my stream. Takes away, there's a lot of battles and wars going on the screen, but we've got a little bit of love going on in chat. And Six saying plot twist, it's a Chilsey burner account. Now I do know that Jack has said that he's been in FaceTime and stuff with her. So I do believe that he's seen her face, and I think he'd have recognised Trilsey as a not so attractive 19-year-old woman. We've got everybody in chat at the moment. Hello Raza LD as well, my man. Nice to see you. We are with Esco. We are going to see if he's able to make the clean. We see Snail there, going over the jump. Oh, Esco having Ventura, the score is 4-1 Esco, but Snail does have a strong lead on Vespucci, and it's likely to go to 4-2. Brick on the curb on the exit from Esco, but managed to stay on the track nicely. And also Toxic managed to beat Leo Geo 3-1 in their second playlist for the Champions League. We have seen a fastest lap of 209.934 from Snail. Very nice. Oh, we see a nice 180 from Esco into the barrier, but little hung up on it. Trying that flat spin that I've seen quite a lot from Fernie Boy. He does it slightly differently. He hits it nose on and then flings the car around. It's very, very nice. But Sick getting a little bit jealous in chat there, worried that Jack's cheating on him, and Raz is saying he has been for a while. I didn't realise it got quite so much between Sick and Jack. I thought it was more Luke that'd get offended and pushed aside. And hello OGI, my man, nice to see you again in chat. Becoming a regular. Snail has managed to pull one back and bring it back to 4-2. There are 2 tracks remaining. This is Green Machine. And Esco saying that this is it. This is the end. It's all wrapped up from here. Confident boy. But again, I can understand the pleasure that he's able to take from this, seeing the way he was called out in the chat earlier. Like, again, this isn't me underselling Snail. He would be slapping me up 7 or 6-0 right now. So again, hands up. Right, I know my place, Snail. I bow down to you too. But Esco is able to take a nice bit of satisfaction on the way you did maybe call him out earlier. It was a little aggressive. And Esco is enjoying it and revelling in it slightly. And I can hear Esco readying himself up in the background there of my headset. Oh, Jack, what did happen? Oh, did it maybe get a little bit more raunchy? That's as far as I'll take it myself. But did things get a little bit more heated, Michelle? And we see Snail and Esco. Snail, maybe with just a slightly better start, pulled away ever so slightly, but not a lot. But Esco now regaining some of that lost distance, and there we go, nice boost, and that Esco with the pap, maybe signifying to Snail what he said to me just before the race started, that this is the end. And Foxtrack with a dab in chat. Unbelievable stuff from Foxtrack. I'm going to respond to with a double dab. Jack feeling like he's being interrogated. And Razza, mate, your voice is rough enough that I could legitimately believe that you did have a 15-year-old son, but you have told me as well that you're, I believe it is 19 or 20, I think. So you had him really young. but nice clean lines through the tubes from both of the lads. It looked like Snail got slightly better boost on the second loop, but Esco there pulled away through the third. Nice and tidy through the corners, a little bit heavy off the fence from Snail, allowed Esco to pull away another maybe 0.01 of a second. Esco swings to the left, Snail goes to the right. Now, I have seen a couple of times at the left, people are beginning to believe it isn't just beneficial in lining you up for the jump up. Snail, with a cleaner transition, didn't clip the edge the way Esco did. But as I was saying, that first jump, people are beginning to say that it is the faster line, not just cleaner to get up the jump. Snail, with good boost through this tube, levels it up with Esco, but Esco, with a good exit, pulling away again. Snail aggressively chased the left side curve there, and then swinging back to the right. Shiftless with a go-go Escobar. Oh, and Jake Chaboy responded with a 5 dab. Oh, Jesus Christ, the dab central. This is becoming Foxtrack laughing emoji. Jack was not able to help you with those terrible STDs. Oh dear, I wouldn't have read that out. And Michelle says, shall I say it instead, Jack? Yes, I think you should say it, Michelle. Reveal all. But Snail is keeping distance now to Esco, matching the lines nicely, or catching slightly thicker boost lines in that previous tube so he didn't lose as much time. Again, you see them both are just clipping the tube, trying for a little extra curve boost. And you can see that Snail appears to have adjusted his line slightly and swinging slightly wider on the boost lines now. Esco, with the slightly better knowledge of the line, still able to get better boost, and Snail, while trying to adjust and gain the better boost, has maybe lost out a little bit of where he was getting better boost from for now. But it does show that Esco's line is maybe the more reliable place to collect the boost from once you have it down. Snail, aggressive pull to the right, and he's nose-ended the jump up. Unlucky there, Snail. Again, I am going to offer my commiserations. I didn't offer any ill will either way. I can just slightly understand Esco's enjoyment in it with the banter that was had in chat earlier. You can see that lots of people wanting to see what's happened. We've seen a 229.516 from Esco to a 234.059 so far from Snail. I know Snail has got more in the locker than that. That was his first lap. And 6, spilling the beans, Jack's pregnant. Boom, boom, boom. Plot twist. Jack's a girl. Sorry, you can't hear Tyrese there, but you just said Jay's a little bitch about Jack. Cleow, Jack, check snap, bro. When Jack gets back into the party, I'll pass that on. Cleow, as we see Esco heading through second loop, I believe, here. Oh, and we can see, like, I know Esco takes this line slightly differently, so maybe he's changing it up ever so slightly because we've got eyes upon him and he doesn't want to give away the secrets. And if you want to see them secrets, ladies and gentlemen, go to Esco's channel and check out his tutorial video. He has revealed them in his own tutorial video, and that is why he will not be revealing them on my stream. Very clever play from Esco, and a good sell from me to send you over to Esco, having spotted that, to go see where he gets them thick boost lines from on his channel. That was very clever play from Esco, making me send you all over to his channel with a good bit of promotion. Got to give that a little round of applause. Very smart indeed, Esco. No, I know, but I could play it off nicely. Esco saying that he was experimenting slightly with different line there, but again, I will just point out that he has got a tutorial of Green Machine. And what else have you put up recently? What was the other one you put up? Gauntlet and Green Machine tutorials are up now. Snail is going to cross the line. Very aggressive, catching an extra little bit of curb boosting that I hadn't really thought of before. I've picked up Zombie's little bit of extra curb boosting down the second hill on Big Drop, where he clips across the little gap. That effect of the curb boost and potential for a brake boost there as well, I'm thinking myself. But I did steal that from Zombie, and I will be stealing that there from Snail too. But the fastest lap from Esco, 2:29.516, and Snail with a thumbs up. I think he does appreciate the fact, like, that this is, like, as much as I said it was a bit of beef in chat, I do somewhat think it was a bit bantery. It did maybe go a little bit far, but Esco just was like 1v1 me, and it's all being settled here on the track. Esco proving that maybe there's not such a thing as too high to race. So, Snail, you might have to put that away and put that one in the locker for the next time you call him out. Maybe resort to something else for the next bit of banter. Oh, okay, so from Michelle, well, me and Jack are officially dating each other after a lot of things that happened. After last night's call, Jack decided to tell me his feelings for me, and I explained my feelings for him with a love heart emoji. Jack, congratulations, lad, and I wish you all the best. Sick has got to go. I'll see you later, Sick. Nice to see you though, my man, and I'll catch you soon. And as well, congratulations to Michelle. From what I've seen, you've both caught yourself a mighty fine fish. Esco has pulled out a bit of a lead, and that was just a bit of lag there from Snail. You can see he carried on smooth, and he did gain back a bit of distance on Esco there, and is gaining on the exit of the tube. Really nice tube lines. And Sick now officially heartbroken too. Oh, and Jack is a bit worried that all of his boyfriends are going to be a bit upset. Tyree's calling Jack a dirty skank. Oh, Razza saying me, Luke, Andy and Sick all abused Jack. And Jake Chaboy with the trills again. Apparently, Jake Chaboy Well, I've heard it from Jack that him and Michelle have been in FaceTime talks with each other, and Ryan, I can't repeat that. Or I can, it's out of context. Winning the gob, winning the batty, two in the hands. Jack taking it from all angles. Oh dear. But that now will all be over. Fluid's now crying in chat. Snail just slightly misjudged and got hung up on the little lip of the ramp there. Again, unlucky Snail, and I really don't like pointing out the mistakes too much. Really, go on, catch that, Snail, catch that. That was some nice flair. Shame it didn't quite land as smoothly as you wanted, but I will give it a nice 8.3 out of 10. And everybody beginning to die of laughter in chat at Raz's comment. Tenser. Jack, unmute Tyrese, he says. I think he can hear me as well. And you were 1v1-ing. But that was when you muted you. Yeah, mobbing Ryan has a way with words that is very correct, as we see a ramp skip there, a beautiful ramp skip from Esco. Now, if I'm going to cast my slight critical commentary on it, he could have maybe got a few centimetres lower, but far better than what I can dream of achieving at the moment. And it is mobbing. Like, he could be the next Shakespeare, Keats, like Alan or Edgar Poe could. Who am I saying that to? No, I'm not going to talk about him on stream anymore. But yeah, no, I refuse to mention him on stream anymore. For now, we let things blow over and see where the land lies in another few months. We saw 232. Well, Esco, you say that, but I hit off that wall and fail it. So maybe it's not quite as hard as you like. And Sick pointing out that Raz's latest book, Words of Wisdom, is a fantastic read. And then of course the Tale of Two Razes as well. I will find links to these stories and the wise words, and we'll either get Raza to do us a little reading at some point on stream, but a huge thank you to you all for tuning in, especially like not putting down the guys just watching, but if you've not said hello yet in chat, do feel free to. We are a nice bunch of people really, but oh, Esco, that was tight as a tiger, my laddie. Jesus Christ, I thought you were going to go barreling into the building there. Oh, and a little clip on the bottom of the car cost a little bit of time, and that is going to force him to go around the long way, and that will allow a slight closing of the distance there from Snail. but it is already wrapped up at 5. Sorry. Mobbin's favourite of Raz's butts is Fatty with a Batty. Truly inspirational stuff. Esco going a bit too heavy off the wall and learning what I meant about hitting it too hard. I did warn you, Esco. And for once, I'm able to teach a little lesson to one of the pros. Esco admitting he hadn't ever quite done it like that before. But that is the way I've done it a fair few times, so I knew. A slight heavier touch on the wall was going to cost, but Snail, unfortunately, the brick on the entry to the tube, that definitely means that is the end of the race. Esco has taken it 6-2. But Snail did keep driving there right to the end. Hey, really not a problem, Esco. Thanks for asking me, and also Snail, thank you as well for giving me permission to do so. I'm guessing that was what, yeah, go for it meant in the chat. Big respect to both of you. Is Snail, don't let it affect you too badly. You are, as Six said before, a very strong racer. And maybe just like, you know, you've given a good fair rep of yourself. You've taken a couple of tracks from Esco, but Esco has been able to show his experience. Esco, while you're still in the party, I'll quickly change my settings. So if you go into the actual party settings, and then it is, I'll go to the option with you and tell you, I think it's audio, it's view party settings, and then it's allow your voice to be shared. And then it's allow your voice to be shared. Yeah. Right, and now I'm just going to quickly change my settings so party voices are shared quickly, because I've just turned them on like it's off, because other people are in different games. But we can hear that Esco is a little happy bunny, aren't you, mate?
Yes, that was nice.
He's nice to have been able to put it to bed. He was able to respond very well to the call out from Snail. Snail did dislike all the races previously, but he did like the race that he'd taken the loss on, showing a decent level of respect in the end, and maybe showing that it was just a bit more jokey.
Yeah, that was. I'm glad he done that.
But as you can hear, Esco does have a little smile on his face, very happy. The guy I'm spectating has just been shot to death. We are going to remove that from YouTube. This is a mainly racing channel. We stay away from the death and destruction as much as possible. I'm a pacifist. But Esco did take it 6-2. And
yes, boy.
Again, Tyrese, I'm not going to reveal the score again, but do go check out the stream that is processing. You should be able to go back and check it out already. It was a short stream. It normally lets it upload pretty quick. So head over to it's Tyrese. I did link it a bit further up, so you should just be able to click the link in chat. In fact, I can post it again. That should take go check that out and see what happened between Tyrese and Leo Geo. Is massive respect to both of the racers. Congratulations go out to Esco. Well done, man.
Yeah, thank you
Again,
very
I
much, bro.
fully understand why you're able to take the pleasure from it with the way you were called out and enjoy it.
So God, it's just done. I hope he calms down. I hope that's the peace over and shit. So.
But like I say, big respect to Snail as well. I do bow down to everybody that's better than me. I do quite well and truly know my place. But I believe that will be the end of my stream for now, for tonight. Sorry that the Street GP event that was unfortunately cancelled, but I did announce that just at the end of the last stream, so that shouldn't have been an issue. And I will do a stream at some point tomorrow when I wake up before my party gets all busy. So I will see some of you then, and we'll have the little chat about my 100 subscriber plan as well. But if you haven't already, please do like and subscribe. Also head over to, I believe it's JJ Forever is the YouTube channel of Snail, and then Esco as well. Also head over to It's Tyrese, the link in chat, and then Leo Geo's channel as well, because I believe Tyrese pointing out that he streamed it as well. So that is it from me. But also, if you want to see other 1v1s, there's other 1v1s on my channel, and there are more on Jax, that's Marine Jax. There's a couple on Tell Me I'm Vortex's channel, and then there's also my one against Fern on 28, Diego's channel. So that's all the 1v1s so far, I believe, that have been done across all of the competitions. And that's it. Another thank you to Let's Play Up to get us involved and excited to do the commentary. And good night. Good boy.